Hello and welcome back to some more House of Quartz affirmation content. I'm Rosie and I'm a variety content creator and streamer. Today we're going to be doing a rest point affirmation POV, and those are essentially little mental health supplemental support POVs that are meant to help with something like decompression, anxiety, that sort of thing. As always, this content is intended as supplemental content, not professional mental health replacement content. And thank you so much for the feedback from everybody who has been letting me know that they've enjoyed the POVs, given some feedback. It's very different for me doing like horizontal content, and pardon me as I learned to actually figure out where eye contact is, because I know you're technically supposed to look at the camera, but that's very disorienting when you can't actually watch yourself. But that being said, we're going to jump into our rest point by making ourselves comfortable in a spot where we won't really be interrupted. Hopefully we can just focus right here. I promise this is not any weird guru woo-woo stuff. We're not going for meditative state. We're not going for unlocking a higher plane. This is content more targeted towards just rest. So I think for a lot of us, that is literally just the craving of having the ability to step back, even just for a moment, and let ourselves stop. So that's what this is. I'm going to start now. This POV is an invitation for you to receive an external permission or prompt to stop for a second. And I'm going to assure you, first and foremost, that nothing is going to happen in this time, this space. It's my little gift, my little bubble to you, is that right now, I can't guarantee before or after, just right now you're okay. Nothing is happening. There's nothing for you to manage. There's nothing for you to take care of. You're just simply going to stop, and everything that's stressing you out, put it down for a moment. And you can let it go throughout your body, from your head, unclench your jaw, bring shoulders down. That's right. Just be in that state here with me. And it's okay. It is okay to do that. Now, it is also around the end of the week when this gets posted, so I'm going to give you a reminder that you did so much this week, okay? Even if you are struggling with executive functioning or chronic pain, and you had all of this intent to get stuff done, but body or brain just wouldn't let it happen, even just managing that experience of trying to get something done, but your body not firing off the response that would actually get you there, that's a lot. That still takes physical and mental energy to actually experience that, because it's very frustrating. It's hard on you, it's hard on your system, it's hard on your self-esteem. And if you have been struggling with the experience of chronic illness, chronic pain, or executive functioning due to mental health, it is so very hard to mitigate and be on the receiving end of that from your brain or body. And if that has been the case, it's been something you're struggling with, you're not a failure. You're not fucking up. It's a lot. It's heavy. It genuinely is heavy. And realistically, I can validate that quite often in those situations, you're going to need support, external support in some way. And unfortunately, quite often those supports are not made available to us, or there's even some stigma attached to accessing support, asking for support. For a lot of people, there's that pressure of, even if it's a valid support need, feeling as if you were a burden. And there is a very profound difference between somebody who is actively manipulating and using in order for their own gain versus somebody with valid support needs who is just not getting those needs met. And if you have needs for support, if you have needs for physical pain and its mitigation, if you're struggling with accessing support, then that does not make you a burden, because you're a person. And unfortunately for persons, quite often our societal setup is not one that actually is very effectively conducive to meeting certain support needs, and especially not consistently. So part of coming to a place of rest might also be struggling with the experience of grief, guilt, loss, possibly even anger, because you do need support and it's just not available. Any and every one of those emotions is a very normal and valid response to letting your body stop, coming out of high alert. And then when you do that, quite often you can have the experience of this is the state my body needs to be in, and I can't have it very often. That can be very hard. And so it is very normal to come to a place like this, come to a rest point, and then also have all these heavy emotions that come at the same time, and that's all right. If you are sitting here, you're listening, hearing the affirmation, and then in your body you're sensing some very heavy emotions, that's all right. That's normal. So while we may not be able to immediately tackle major systemic issues that prevent getting support, for right now, that's just what this little rest point is. It's giving you the opportunity to come out of high alert, or managing everything, taking care of everybody, doing all these things. Right now, you don't need to be that person. You don't need to control anything. You don't need to mitigate an outcome. You don't need to be on top of everything. Make big decisions. You don't need to be in a state where you're pushing your body to get things done. Rest is productive, okay? It's still important. It's still vital. Your body and brain do need it, so you're not a burden for coming to a place where you're not doing tasks or managing something. So for right now, nothing's wrong. You're not in charge of everything in your environment. You're just stepping back, letting it all be, and being here. Being here with me while I tell you that you're doing good. You are trying so very hard, and it's noticed. It is appreciated. So what you're gonna do once I let you go is, of course, maybe you just needed a quick moment to step back and have somebody tell you, it's all right, here's your prompt. Just stop for a second. You can go back to work, go back to whatever it is you were doing right away, or you can extend your rest point. You can go take a nap. You can go play a video game, go read a book, go make tea and call a friend. Whatever it is that is going to help you sustain this sense of not being on high alert, not taking care of things, just simply letting your body be for a little while. You don't need to ask permission to rest, because there is no moral consequence for rest. So, as is tradition, we give you a boop to level up your health stats. And of course, make sure that you take it easy on yourself, be gentle with yourself. That is so very important. And make sure this weekend you do something good for yourself that makes your brain go brrr. And I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.